This is Stan J. Caterbone in the Advanced Media Group. It's now 9:45 a.m. on my desktop clock. My phone says 9:42. Don't know how they're off. It's 9:45 a.m. on Wednesday, December 15th, 2021. I got my Social Security disability at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I have a probation telephone call meeting with Adult Probation Officer Lindsay coming up at 10 o'clock. Now, about 2 months ago, they broke my printer. Then they stole my receipt from Walmart because I have a warranty on it. They stole the receipt and a warranty from my printer. So I got a new printer from Craigslist for $30, and I paid the guy $10. It's an Epson Artisan 835. It's a nice printer. Now, I was able to print one set of the affidavit for my criminal case. It's still waiting for a hearing, the summary appeal. And I printed 19 pages and it ran out of ink. Now, I ordered ink on Amazon and they switched the number, so it's the wrong ink. And now I can't get ink for it. Amazon, it doesn't come up. Cartridge World, where this guy apparently got ink from, he gave me used cartridges. I never put them in. They won't answer the phone. So I can't print. My U.S. Supreme Court case is due back by January 4th, and I'm trying to print that. It cost me $70 to print it at Staples or Office Max. Ink only cost me $25. So it's going on and on. Anyway, I'm going to call Lindsay up here in a couple minutes. I was drugged again last night. I've been drugged just about every day for the past week at one time or another. And the toxic gases aren't slowing down. They're really bad. Now this morning I wore my mask, gas mask. Now that works if I put it on right as they start or right before they start gassing. If I use it afterwards, it's already in my system, in my lungs, and I breathe out, it gets in the mask and it doesn't work. So I was able to do that. So I can, sit down here and keep working. Otherwise, I got to open the windows or go upstairs or whatever. Lindsay Elser, please. Lindsay Elser. Lindsay, how you doing? Hanging in there. Yeah, I need a car and a printer. I did. Now I can't get ink for it. I can't buy the ink now. They won't answer the phone. People have the ink. I ordered ink at Amazon and somebody switched it to wrong ink. Can you believe that? And I have this U.S. Supreme Court case due back January 4th. Now, if I get it paid to get a print, it's $70. Ink's only $25. Yeah, and I could print both copies. Yeah, that's what I called. But Cartridge World, see, you can get. Did you ever buy ink? Well, you can get the refilled cartridges. They're a lot cheaper. Well, I'm trying to get. Yeah, I know. But I don't have a car. So I'm limited in where I can go. I can only go where the bus goes. Yeah. Now I can go to, I just looked up Office Max. They have it in there. The black, I can get it there. I just found that online. So I guess I'm going to have to do that. Yeah. And a bus goes, number 3 bus that I get right on top of Fremont Street here, half a block away, goes right there. So I'm covered that way at least. Aren't I lucky? Yeah, I see him January 5th. That's at 10 o'clock, or I think is at 1 o'clock. No, it's a phone. You know, we never, I never get the link for the video. He sends me a link. It's not Zoom, or else I could send him the link. But I never get it. It's always hacked. So we end up doing it by phone. I haven't been using them. They won't pick me up. I used them for Ken Ruffner, right? And I had a return trip. They never showed up. I had to get a taxi. It cost me $30. Yeah, they screw with me just like everybody. Oh, I won't see her till January, till my refill. No, when my prescription runs out, then I go in and see her. I'll set the appointment up when it runs out. Well, I take those anti-inflammatories. Oh boy, she went back to the original one. I forget the name. Dolphinac, might be Dolphinac. We went through 3 or 4. Yeah, see, Mobid, yeah, meloxicam, Mobid. See, they're not long term. You're not supposed to take those for years on end. And I've been on it since 2018. They're supposed to give me the right drugs, which is opioids, which I was on. I could I know, but Lindsay, I'm a prime candidate. If I can't get them, who can? All these kids on the streets get them. What's that? But that doesn't help me. I can't exercise on that. If I had the opioids, I could go back riding bike and exercising. I could uncripple myself. Lindsay, are you keeping up with the Havana syndrome? The Havana syndrome? You don't know what that is? I'm getting hit with the microwaves, Lindsay. I'm being tortured to death. It's a fact. I filled out paperwork for the Department of State. These people in this neighborhood got to stop this. I'm harassed and stalked every day. I can't walk out my door. I should have a car. They vandalized my car, so I had to sell it. Lindsay, this stuff has to stop. They did this to my old man, my dad, back in the 60s, the Langston City Police, and they're doing it to me the same thing. And I'm calling them out on it, and people are obstructing my court cases. You can't do that. I'm just telling you. What's that? Lindsay, I filed paperwork 3-4 weeks ago. The clerk received it, never put it on the docket. I have new paperwork to send in, but my printer's out. I can't. Walmart, someone took $124 cash out of my banking account. I called the county detectives. I called Walmart, East Lampeter Police. It's a phony invoice, $124. Luckily, last night at 1 in the morning, I got my new Social Security disability deposit. So now I have money again. But what the hell? People are stealing cash from me and nobody does anything. Was just waiting for a hearing. Yeah. Yeah, I check every day. But they're not docketing my paperwork. You can't do that. You can't just cheat against me. Everybody just cheats in court against me. I mean, Lindsay, I know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm very affluent with the courts. I'm one of the leading litigators in the country with this microwave stuff. I am, whether you want to admit it or not, I am. No. Nobody's here. Nobody's here. The only people I talk to locally that are here is my dad's sister, but they're older. You know, they didn't have anybody. They had limited people because of the COVID. It's bad. Now I got my booster, but Lancaster County, the count yesterday was 1,000 new cases in one day. Yeah, it's bad. Did you get your booster? Get one. Man, get one. These people around here are nuts with this stuff. Boy. They don't know what they're doing. They downplay it like it's no big deal. General Hospital, they've been in the news past 2 or 3 days. They can't take elective surgeries right now. They're so full. That's a big hospital. Crazy stuff. You know who Clark Behringer is? Well, you know, back in 2000, he 302'd me 3 times. Back in 2010, when Fulton Bank illegally filed a no trespass against me, he drove me up there. I wasn't driving. He drove me up there to empty out all my safety deposit boxes, right? So I've been sending him emails after he ran for district magistrate. You know, Lindsay, there's something going on here with all these crashes. And I still have paperwork that I filed down for the Capitol riots. There's no doubt in my mind those people weren't hit with the microwaves. And I still have pending motions down in the Nicholas Cruz case. Now, are you familiar with the Nicholas Cruz case, the Parkland shooter? You know, he's the kid that killed 26 people at the high school down Florida. Well, he got interviewed right after the shooting, and he talks about the voices. He's a victim. There's no doubt about it. Anyway, here's what happened the past couple of weeks. They're trying to send him to death. Now, I have motions with the judge. I filed in 2018 a pending amicus. Anyway, 2 weeks ago, the FBI settled with the families, millions and millions of dollars. Then the other day, the school district settled, taking blame. And what happens with all these shooters is law enforcement gives them a pass and they always end up shooting. Law enforcement interviews them, or they get calls about them being not in the right mind, and they don't do anything about it. It follows suit in all the cases. Yeah. Well, then they charge them as adults. I mean, they're not. Anyway, that judge has to rule my stuff down there. Yeah, the 12th. Yeah. And Lindsay, these people next door, 1252, I don't know who's supporting them, but man, they're relentless with their stalking me. Relentless. They scare me in the house. I'll be outside. They ignore them. Listen, Lindsay, I'll be outside smoking a cigarette. I'll take 2 puffs, and that asshole guy, the father, he'll pull up out back. I mean, speed up into his parking space out back to scare me in the house. They have guns and shit, Lindsay. I have bullet holes in my windows from 3 years ago. I'm just letting you know. They've tried to kill me back in 91 with a car. That's well documented. I'm a high value target. I blew the whistle on the CIA, the NSA, all of them in 1987. And these people don't want to believe any of that, but it's true. So how you doing? Getting ready for Christmas? Wish I could. I can't leave the house without a car. I mean, it's too cold without Walker. I mean, you know, when it's cold out, it's a lot different, you know, taking a bus. And no, it's right. It's half a block from here. But that's not the problem. It's the other stops. You know what I mean? When I get off the bus, I have to walk. Now today's nice. I mean, this weather's nice. I can, yeah, I didn't have any money to go out. I couldn't go out. I mean, I was down to $5 after they took that $125 cash out, just took it out. I filed dispute resolutions with the bank 3 weeks ago. They said they were going to put the money back in 10 days. That was 4 or 5 days ago. They didn't put it back in. I mean, that's not right. This isn't right. I mean, I can't go and steal people's money, break into people's houses. Every day there's stuff missing or vandalized here. Every day. Yeah, they're supposed to get a hold of Walmart. I mean, it's not, there's nothing there. I didn't buy anything for $124. That's what they're supposed to do. But they don't do it. Lindsay, do you know how much money I've missed? My vandalism theft total is $70,000 since I moved in this house. Somebody's got to pay it sooner or later. It's going to end up being Totaro and Reader. It's going to probably fall on them because the feds they're not going to accept responsibility for it. $10:30. I'll see you in there. All right, you too, Lindsay. Bye. All right, it's 10:06 a.m. The probation meeting's over, and I'm going to stop this recording.